Super Today special weekend. We're calling it our TS Palooza. We have got 27 different Today specially priced items for you because we know you only got about a week left before Christmas and we want to get you guys prepared. We've got robes and cookware and cooking items, and I've got the shark coming up in just a minute, the lift away. That's coming up in just a bit. You can go to hsn.com and you can check out all the great stuff that we have right now, and you can take care of all the people on your list. All right, so my pick in the hour is this shredder. I've been looking and shopping shredders for about a year. I had one for a long, long time. I had it for about 7 or 8 years. Finally kicked the bucket. They don't last forever. So I decided I want to get a new one, but I wanted one that has the auto feeder because my last one didn't have that. I had to manually put 1 sheet, 2 sheets, 3 sheets at a time inside it. Well, this one, you can put 9 sheets at the same time. You can throw credit cards in there. You can put staples in here, in paper. This thing is so powerful, you don't have to worry about it. Why? It comes from HP. This is their AF809. This will auto feed 80 sheets at the same time. So if you want to get rid of old tax returns, if you've got legal documents that you want to get rid of, and it turns it into these little micro-cut pieces that nobody will ever be able to see and make sense of. It has a viewing window. 9 out of 10 of these do not have that. I like to know when it's getting full so I can empty it. It has an extra large bin. It's almost 4 gallons. So you can load this thing up. It's beautiful. It's our #1 brand in computers right here, not only here, but everywhere in HP. So it's a machine you can count on. We took 50% off. It's our today's special price. It is free shipping and handling. All those old holiday cards, things that you don't want to save, old pictures of ex-boyfriends or girlfriends. Maybe you want to shred those and finally get some closure to your life. You can do that. My good friend Aaron Berger, he's our HP guy, he's our electronics guy, he's our everything guy. And I'll tell you, buddy, if it's HP, I'm interested.
The only complaint, the most consistent thing I hear, complaint, if you will, about HP. I sell a ton of HP printers, as you know, a ton of HP computers. They're our #1 selling office brand. People always say, well, I don't need a new one because I had an old one for 10 years. Right. There's nothing wrong with it. And I'm like, well, that is the perfect complaint. Thank you. We'll take that complaint all day. You're right. I mean, HP is a brand with which people are just so satisfied. I'll tell you what, I have never been out here before with a shredder that costs $99 from HP. Last time I was out here with this shredder was 9 months ago. We closed HP month with it. It was kind of our big bang for the end of HP month, which is in March.
And it was $150.
Exactly. $150 shredder. That's what you're getting, a $150 shredder today. This is the part that Guy loves the most. It not only has that manual slot in the front, and I'm going to show off just a little more. Yeah, these are credit cards. I'm popping full of credit cards in here. You can do up to 9 pages at a time, but then when you're ready to really get work done, ready, Freddie? It has an 80-page auto document feeder, so you can pop your documents in there.
Look at that.
Financial information is totally taken care of. Your utility bills are out of here. Your tax documents are gone. Your junk mail. I mean, it's not just Guy and I that says it's really important to get rid of these things, and we're getting rid of them quickly. It's the federal government. We'll show you in a few minutes. The FTC actually recommends, in order to protect ourselves, to protect our identities. In fact, we're going to show you right now. You know, Guy and I will tell you all day, it is clearly a good idea to protect your identity, but the federal government tells us there are many steps consumers can take to minimize their risk of being an identity theft victim. For example, consumers should closely guard their social security numbers and, here's key, should shred charge receipts, should shred copies of credit applications, and should shred other sensitive documents. This does it for you so easily. I know it's not, around the holidays, we buy a lot of really fun things, a lot of sexy things, this gets your work done, and it makes you feel more taken care of, right?
I would love to get this as a gift. To me, I would be like, are you kidding me? That's such a caring gift because you know how much crap I have piled up on my dining room table. Junk mail especially. You can take your junk mail, don't even open it up, just put it right through.
You don't have to open it.
And remember, we're talking about multiple layers of stuff because junk mail usually has 3 or 4 pages in there.
Just like this.
It doesn't matter. It will chew it up and it makes it completely non-legible. So nobody's going to be able to see your numbers. Nobody's going to see your name. All right. So we started out, we had about 1,000. We're already down to 698 left. I've got 10 minutes. My producer is Rob today. I love our boy Rob. He's great. He always keeps me updated. And he said, this is going to go. This is going to sell out because it's one of those things. I love gifts. Not to change, I love gifts that you can give to anybody.
Absolutely.
And this is not, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, young, old. We all have stuff that we want to get rid of. We all have documents that are sensitive. What about prescription drugs, right, that you get? Medications that you get? You know, because now they give you the bottle, and because I take 2 medications, and they give you the bottle, and it's got the little tear-off thing on the side, but it has your name on it, it has your dosage, it has what you're taking. What about that stuff? You can completely eliminate that. And it's HP. Please do not buy a no-name shredder, because you are just, I'm telling you, you're begging for trouble when you do that, because a no-name shredder is going to have inferior parts. You don't know where it's made. This is HP. They stand behind their reputation. And when you see what comes out of it, it's literally, it's packing material.
So that's the other thing.
Reuse it.
Use
it to put your gifts in it, right?
Let's talk for just a minute about
confetti.
Professor Berger, the history of shredding. This will be the quick history of shredding, if you will, but it's important because this is one of the most secure cuts that you can get anywhere. So let me explain what I mean by that. We're going to hop over to this little display I've set up next to Guy. You can buy today, you can go to the store and you can spend 120, 150, whatever dollars on a brand that maybe isn't HP, isn't as well known, on something called strip cut shredding. So strip cut shredding is good. It's better than crumpling up your paper or just, you know, sort of cutting it into a couple of pieces. But the thing is, you can still identify numbers and you can still identify, look, you turned it over, there's a whole social security number, there's a whole address. So strip cut shredding was a good start, but it's really not a fine enough shred, if you will. And then we got to cross cut shredding. Cross cut is better. It takes the strips and it cuts them crosswise. So they are, there's certainly less information on each piece. But the problem is the people that work hard at stealing your information, they're as good at their jobs as you are at your job, as we are.
Taking 5 minutes to put together your social security number. 5 minutes.
They need such a tiny, tiny bit of information to really spin you for the next 3 years trying to get everything back. Here's what this is MicroCut. So this is some of the finest, some of the best shredding anywhere in the world. Nobody can do anything. No. Like you said, this is essentially confetti. The other really nice part about this being MicroCut is when you cut it that finely, it takes up less air and it takes up less space. So you can shred more. This is a 3.8 gallon bin. I've shredded, I don't know, probably 30 or 40 sheets already. It's half full.
And by the way, he did credit cards in there as well.
I'll show you again.
And until somebody invests the cut called Dust, this is the best way to do it. And I want you to look, I'm gonna reach in here deep. We did credit cards in there. Most shredders
can't find them.
Cut credit cards when they do it in strips. I can do that with a pair of scissors.
Yeah, you're right.
This actually will shred them completely, and you can see if you get the shot down here, Mikey, you'll see how it's actually micro-cutting everything that you put inside there. We'll get the window. Come down here. See? Yeah, now do it again. So there's a credit card. Look. That's the credit card.
Those are credit cards going through just one
Everybody
after another.
Thinks they can cut their credit card with a pair of scissors. It doesn't. That doesn't do anything.
You're not going to get rid of the number when you do that. With the MicroCut, you are. Go ahead.
Update. We have about maybe 600 left. Rob, 500 or 600 left. 600. We have just about 600 left. So this is on its way to sellout. We put our left counter up, so you see we're at about 615.
Oh, wow.
This is the best gift, especially, you know why this is a great gift? Because first of all, lots of leftover paper for the holidays. You want to conserve space. You don't want to have to throw away all that paper and take up a lot of room. This is going to condense that down. Also, New Year's is coming. You'll have confetti, so that's always a fun thing when you have New Year's or you have parties.
Make your own.
It's great packing material in addition to that. But what is coming up in April? Tax time. When's the last time you actually shredded your old tax doc? Most people keep them forever.
Yeah, after 7 years.
And that's dangerous because your social security number's all over the place.
Absolutely.
And all it is, it could be somebody cleaning your house, somebody doing your carpets.
You never know.
Anybody, I mean, I don't want to call all people bad, but you never know. But once it happens, once you unleash the beast of identity theft, be prepared to deal with that crap for 2 years.
If you have ever been through it, I will tell you, I studied abroad in college, and when I got home from studying abroad, I had a credit card statement, and I called and said, this isn't my credit card. And they were like, really? You've been paying it for the past 6 months? It had been going to my folks' house. They'd been paying it, right? Because I was in Europe. This was pre-cell phone. you just never know. Marlo Smith, one of our show hosts here, she had her identity theft stolen years ago. I'll never forget it. Out of the back of her car in Miami. She'll tell the story to this day. And it like you said, it's a full-time job for a couple of years trying to get everything straightened out. So that's all the bad news. The good news is it's really, really, really easy to prevent. You can see as you get credit card offers and you get bonus card and point card offers and all that kind of junk in the mail, just get rid of it. If you've got something that is a couple of pages thick, I'll just remind you again, doesn't matter. This shreds up to 9 pages at a time. It also has, and this is what we love, an 80-page auto document feeder.
Watch this. This is where the rubber meets the road.
It really,
right here.
It really is. And this is where typically shredders start costing 150, 170
auto feeder
bucks. It's the auto feeder. This is an 80-page, and it's fast. We'll look and see if we have a count-up clock. I don't know if we have one in this show or not, but basically in 30 seconds, I'm going to run through probably 10 or 12 pieces of paper here. So for shredding your junk mail, for shredding your personal information, it just feels good to clean out all the clutter for your medical records, your bank statements, your car, your loan, your home loan, your car loan, your student debt, all of those things that we just deal with on a regular basis.
Even if, like I said before, especially because I know people are sensitive about medical stuff, right?
Especially.
Even if you're getting, like, I just got, I went for like a physical not too long ago, and I got a whole package of information from the doctor's office. And all my information of my blood pressure, all this stuff is on there. And I don't want people to know about that. That's your own business. Let me ask you this. How many of you out there are retired or you're a senior? How much crap, excuse my language, around the holidays, how much crap, I'll say it again, do you get in your mailbox at your condo every day?
So much, man.
I mean, I'm not retired, but I probably get 3 to 4 things that are like this or that and sign up for this. Now I'm getting all this dang AARP stuff. And I'm like, I'm not ready to retire. I'm not, but that's stuff I don't need. So why not turn it into packing material? Why not turn it into recycling material? Why not do it? I'm also a firm believer that buying my first shredder organized my life.
Yeah.
Because I would come in every day because I was working, I was working here for the last 20 years. I'd come in and the mail would continue to pile up on the dining room or the kitchen table, and I would be like, I'm gonna get to it tomorrow, I'm gonna get to it tomorrow. And I didn't do it because I just didn't feel like going through it and opening it. Now, I don't have a shredder now. I'm getting one, but I was going to say I'll probably get the HP today. I was like, I love the brand. I've got HP products.
Why not, right?
But now, what you can do is you can take all that stuff and directly throw it right into the shredder. You don't even have to open it up.
You don't have to go. You know it's junk
when you look at it.
How about looking, right?
When it doesn't have your name on it and it's just got your address, right? That's going to be junk. So now we're down to 500 left with 3 minutes to go. Thank you, Rob, for putting up our counter. We'll be less than there. We're at $4.99. Get these home. It's HP. You get the HP quality name. It has the 80-sheet auto dock feeder. That's everything, because sometimes I got a lot of stuff. I don't feel like putting it through one at a time. 80 sheets. So if you've got, and most, I don't know how long most tax documents are, but they're less than 80.
I would imagine, unless you're doing corporate filing.
They're usually about 30 or 25 or 30 for most people. Yeah. You're going to knock those out lickety-split. You're not going to have to deal with it. And remember, you're not supposed to keep them longer than, what, 7 years?
7 years, they say, yeah. I mean, anything that is undisputed. In fact, we'll go through those in a minute. We have left panels. We'll go through kind of when you're supposed to get rid of everything. Yep. But let me do just a quick sort of a rocket through of what this does. We've got the auto dock going. At the same time, I'm popping in credit cards, and you see it's not waiting, it's not pausing, it's not hesitating. I'm going to take a sheet here and just fill it with staples. Nicole Hickel, one of our hosts at HSN, her job when she was a kid was helping out at her grandfather's office, and she said they had a shredder, but she had to remove the staples because the shredder wouldn't go through the staples. You don't have to worry about this here. I tell her she had it easy. My job was emptying ashtrays at my dad's office, so frankly, removing the staples doesn't sound so bad, but we can make it really easy. You don't have to remove the staples. Again, this will go through up to 9 pages. It has an 80-page auto document feeder. I really like, Guy mentioned this already, but I really like that this window allows you to see what's going on. So this is a really, really nice part. You can keep an eye on everything that's being shredded. You can see where your levels are. You know when it's full. By the way, and let's do this before I shred more. Let's look at the features B-roll again. One of the things you saw on that, and you'll see it again here clearly. On the top, it'll tell you if, for example, the bin is full or if there's an overload or